Big Bearded and Friends, episode 259. You never know.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to Big Beard and Friends, episode 259. All right, look, I don't know what you're doing on this Friday, but I hope that you are having a fantastic evening. I hope your week has been fantastic for you. May everything that comes your way let you know that you are definitely somebody. First and foremost, like I say, every week after week after week, I have to start the shows off like this. If you or somebody you know are going through hard times, sorrow, struggle, strive, listen, you're not alone, but don't feel bad. Don't hate yourself. Don't beat yourself up. I know it's easier said than done, but I have been and had experiences enough that I feel like I need to share it. I've had people write me already and tell me, thank you for the videos. I needed this. One person wrote me recently and said, I wish I would have heard this a lot sooner, like a year ago. And it was certain videos that I was talking about, certain things that I was saying. And I think that's really awesome. That's what makes me keep doing it. Whether it's 1 or 1 billion, I will always do something out there because I know that people like yourself and watch. All right. What's going to put me into my next topic tonight, called You Never Know. And what I mean by that, let's go ahead and get into this. You never know when someone is going through hard times, unless they tell you. You never know when certain things are not right in people's lives. You never know a lot of things about someone or what they have been through. You do never know. You never know when they're feeling down. You never know when they're feeling down and out. You never know when they're feeling like crap, unless people tell you. You never know. But have you ever thought about turning that around for a moment? Be kind, be inspirational, be dedicated, be determined, be dependable, be strong, be courageous. Because somebody out there is watching you. You never know. Now I get on here week after week after week and I bring my passion to the world. I don't need nothing for it. I don't want nothing for it. It is truly a passion. It is my passion project. It is something I love to do while still working on myself. There's people that are in my life and have been in my life that have inspired me to keep going. And I have looked at them and said, if they can do it, I can do it. Because I know what they went through. If they can do that, there's no doubt I can attempt and do the same thing. Especially if it's for my good. You never know. If someone looks up to you that way, how would you feel? They say, look, I think you're a very inspirational person. I look up to you. And they start confessing the stuff that they've had for you, like love, of interest, of positiveness. I mean, the not negative, no negative, the kindness. The things that matter to you might not matter to someone else, and the thing that matters to someone else might not matter to you. But I will tell you this, you all of us want one thing, and that's survival, and we want to be treated nice. I mean, the list can go on, but really we want to be treated nice. I was talking to one of my children the other day, and I was telling them, just because you have a bad day don't mean the rest of the world has to have it with you. She's talking about her friends this and her friends that, and my kids talk about their friends to me all the time in general, and I try my best to give them pointers, to give them advice, to give them stuff that'll make them. Because you never know, right? What if what you say changed someone's life? You might say to yourself, there's nothing I can do or say that would change. You might kickstart something in someone's mind and in someone's life that says, you're right. I want to try this. And they may go off to be something fantastic in this world. All because you said something to them. You never know. See, when I was young, I had people telling me, you need to be on TV, you need to be on the radio, you need to do this, you need to that. You're perfect, you're absolutely... And it was things I wanted to hear. But then I got to thinking long and hard, is that really who I am? Or is that who they wanted me to be? And the answer is the latter. It's really who I was. But there are people out there that are intimidated by me, annoyed by me, and this goes for anybody. Because I can speak my mind, I may be the natural enemy. Because I disagree with you, I must think I'm right. No. I can disagree with people and still love you. I can still respect you if I don't at all agree with somebody. From their lifestyle to their choices of food, to drinks, to cars, to colors, to movies, to whatever it is. If I disagree or you disagree with somebody, it's okay. See, like me sharing these videos and people writing me and telling me, hey, you've helped me out. Oh, I love this video that you did. This over here was fantastic. This got me out of a rut. This got me feeling this way. This got me feeling... Those kind of things make people happy, and it makes me happy. You never know. I don't know that I'm going to say something and somebody's going to get up and go get inspired at that moment, or write me later and tell me how they really felt or change their life. You don't either. So let's just say that you were out somewhere and you did a kind gesture that nobody had ever seen before, and the person watching noticed that you did this kind gesture, and they started thinking, I'm going to do that. That doesn't make you feel some kind of way. If you do something, people are always watching, but if you do something good and somebody sees it or hears of it and they want to do something good on the count of you, that's cool. You never know. You can invite somebody to church. You can invite somebody for a sleepover. You can invite somebody to a movie, and it could change their life. I got my own issues, and I got my own struggles and things I deal with every day, but I try. And that's the key word, folks. Try to give back. I do. I try. Even if it's a gesture to a neighbor, or a small child out in at a grocery store, like a smile or a high five, or like your shirt to someone, or you do good today, you did great, love that hat, whatever it may be. People need that. They need that joy. They need that inspiration. We need that. I'm not alone in this. We're not alone. But yet so many of us think we're alone because nobody's told us you can do these things, and nobody's told you can do this, or it's okay to not be okay. One of my good friends even told me that I resonated with him when I told him it's okay to be okay. I didn't know he was going to take it and run with it and try to achieve, some inspiration about what I told him, or something that's going to, be a catalyst to start things in his brain. But I'm glad he told me that. Every time I look at him, every time I come across his post, and I'm not going to say his name, it makes me smile. Because he said, you told me that it's okay to not be okay. That's what I'm saying, folks. You never know, right? So things like people writing me or telling me that I've changed them, think about that for yourself. Maybe you can do something that makes a difference in someone's life. You know, they can be older than you, and we know that you can be inspired. But age has nothing to do with learning. I understand if you're like, oh, if they're in elementary school or in grade school or pre-kindergarten or whatever it may be. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying age has a way of being inspirational. In other words, you can learn from an 80-year-old and you can be 40, or you can be 40 and still learn from a 20-year-old, a 19-year-old, a young adult, if you will. Inspiration. And often, if young people are influenced by someone of an older stature, or someone that they are cool with, or someone that they click with, or confide in, or can relate to, a lot of young people tend to live that way, tend to want, you teach them right when they're young, they grow up and they won't, change, or shouldn't. A lot of us know better, face it. A lot of us are one of those, well, we've done this and we've done that in our life. That's different. Kids being kids, that's just kids being kids. But you can inspire those children. They're going to grow up to be inspirational adults. And the inspirational adults, or adults, period, that love to inspire, they're going to exist. People are not going to forget how you treat them and made them feel. Unfortunately, we live in the world where a lot of us, we think it's okay to be silent, or we think it's okay to tell somebody to shut up because nobody cares about your feelings, or we live in a world where it's taboo, or it's just not right to share something, or you shouldn't say that, or they shouldn't say this, but if you stand up, that's another thing. Stand up for what you believe in. Like, I'm against bullies. No. I don't do the bully thing. I'm not going to do the bully thing. That is not who I am. That's not what we're going to be. I don't like putting hands on people. I don't like getting physical. I mean, if you're defending yourself, or, close to death type shit, and you really think somebody is hurting you, yeah, by all means, put your hands on them if you're defending yourself. But just to have a bad day, or just to be crappy, or just to, we're not going to do the bully. We don't know. But see, if you stand up to the bullies and you let people know that you can stand up to bullies without becoming the bully, you have to do it in the right way. People are inspired. You want to make somebody wake up, and you want to make somebody feel like they are invincible, and you want to make somebody feel that courageousness. Stand up. Teach them to stand up to the bully, or stand up for them. Especially if it's somewhere. Like, I have this thing with my children. I can go anywhere. If someone is touching them, or being inappropriate, or being certain ways with them that we all know, they call them out loudly, or say it to me right there in front of that person. They're touching me, or they won't leave me alone, or they're tickling me in a place I don't like. My kids do that. They're not afraid because I let them know that. Right? You never know. You never know when you're doing the right thing that somebody else will pick up on it. And if you can't go out and change the world, be the change. Be the change you want to see in the world. Do you want to do good? Do good. Do you want to see more goodness? Then be more goodness. If you want to see bad, I guess you can become bad. See, a lot of us don't want to speak on how we feel, or how we do life. But a lot of us are living lies. They're hiding in their homes. Maybe not hiding like they're scared, but they're not open with people. But it may very well be because nobody ever told them it was okay to be okay. Inspire people. All these depressions and stuff that people are going through where they think of things and they do things that are not right doesn't mean they're bad people. But perhaps somebody failed them or didn't reach, them in time, or perhaps people want help and we don't know how to give it to them. You never know if you make that impact in someone's life. You never know, unless they come out and tell you. You don't know how much your words hurt somebody or heal somebody. That's sure. Absolutely, we can suck it up. We can drink water, right? That's what my Army friends tell me. Suck it up. Drink water. And I respect them. Just as a side note, the Army and military, you got to have a certain level of respect for that. But back to the lecture at hand, you never know what kind of impact you'll leave on somebody. You're leaving on somebody, or you're going to give somebody. Like, even the small things, like if you run or you jog or you exercise outside and somebody sees you, you may think to yourself, man, I wish they wasn't looking at me, or man, I'm going to do this, or man. Listen, I've had people drive by me when I was running back in the day and damn near pull over and tell me, love you, see you out here running all the time, we think you rock, and people go by, keep running, and yelling because they seen me do it several years, like 4.5, 5 years. And you never know. That's what tonight's topic is about. You never know. Poured my heart out into an episode one day talking about weight loss and talking about my journey and stuff that I had done. Just personal. I'm not like going big. Just stuff that I just wanted to share. And somebody wrote me. Somebody even told me in person that because of me, they lost like 50 pounds. What? They said, yeah, we were watching your hashtag motivate your mind, move your ass, hashtag be inspired, be tough, be you videos. They didn't say it like that, but I'm plugging that right there. Look up that. But they said we were watching your videos, and you're always talking about motivating and inspiring, and we realized that you were doing that to us. And us, it was a dude and his mother apparently they'd been, encouraging each other via a video. And if what they were saying was true, was like, you never know. You never know. Share something with somebody. Tell something to somebody. And I get it. A lot of us don't like opening up. A lot of us just don't. Had a conversation last night with one of my friends, and I said, I'm the clown. I joke. I love to be in good moods with people. I love it. And then people go, oh, you're obnoxious. I get it. But all the people that love the good-spirited people, you make that impact. The positive people. Now, just because you're kind or have a heart doesn't mean you can't, jack slap somebody like bam, But we're all human. We make mistakes. We do things. But try to go through your life and be positive. And it's hard. Very hard. For some of us, it's a very difficult thing to talk, let alone in front of people. I went on to tell my friend last night that I get more embarrassed one or two people in a room, 2, 3, whatever. And I'll look down a lot. I don't make eye contact with people, and that's not who I do, what I am, what I do. But if there was like 1,000 people, I'd look at every single one of them in that room at one time. And I would own everybody as far as, own like the situation at hand. I'm not going to physically own them. I would own the room. I would own the conversation. And they're like, see, that's weird. 1 or 2 people, that's our comfort zone. So I tell them that I talk to a camera week after week. And, I like to think that when I'm looking into the camera, I'm looking at masses of people, room full of people, and they can take that. Anybody, the more people, the more chances you have, and the more chances they are that you can motivate somebody, you can inspire somebody. You can take your story, and at the same time, the more people you have, the more haters you're going to have, the more people who say what you do is stupid, or, hey, to me that means you're getting up there and they're tired of seeing it. But that should tell you that you're being seen. You never, ever want to walk around thinking negative thoughts. You get mad at somebody, they cut you off in traffic. What if they get out and decide, hey, I'm going to get you, and then they do some stupid stuff? No, you can fight back, you can do it too, but you never know. But if you have a kind gesture and you do something that, has a domino effect in their life where they keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and then they come back and say, because that person did this to me one time and made me feel great, I said I'm going to give it back to everybody from now on. It's kind of like me. I've been humbled in my life. I'm quick to be mean. I'm quick to be an ass, okay? But more times than not, I don't do that. I want to be the reason that somebody says I didn't give up. I've seen that. I've told somebody, you're the reason that I did not want to quit. I've had people tell me, well, if you do it, I'd do it. You're the reason I'm doing it, man. It makes me feel good. That's good. I know that good people are out there. And I know that other people, I didn't say they were bad or not, but if they're not good, no matter what, they're looking for those good people. They're looking for answers in forms of inspiration, believe it or not. It's a tough pill to swallow for a lot of people, but you never know. So I'll keep saying it because that's tonight's topic. You never know what you can do in somebody's life by just speaking. You don't. Look, that's all I've got tonight. I hope that whatever you're going through, I hope you heal from the things you don't talk about as well. I hope that you can start to see the good in yourself and realize who you really are. And choose your words. Pick your battles. Somebody out there is watching. Somebody out there is waiting to be inspired. Heck, you might inspire them enough to cure cancer or invent a life-saving drug or anything. You never know. What are those 3 words that I say week after week that I exit my show with? Love, peace, chicken grease. Later, guys, and thanks for watching.
Presentations.